everyone, you're watching Home Insights, where we cater your architectural and interior design needs. I believe there are two sides of every individual. There is one where we are excited about different colors, textures, and combinations, and then there is another side where we feel calm and relaxed in a decluttered, clean area where the space can breathe and one can focus. Minimalism was a copying mechanism in response to so many factors like people accumulating a lot of unnecessary stuff, to industrialization, financial crisis, and to shifting to a new places or migration. Now, maximalism is soon going to be back in trend as a consequence of minimalism reaching an extreme. Originally, there was never a limitation of using different colors in minimalism, but it got to an extent where people stopped experimenting and dressing up in anything but neutrals. Minimalism focuses on the unseen, like the conversations in a sitting space, the goals, the objectives, the play of light through an opening throughout the day, and the clutter which is not present. And on the other hand, maximalism focuses and encourages the excess. Minimalism or maximalism? What gives you more pleasure? Buying a new decoration piece or throwing away something that you have been holding for years? Perhaps both. Honestly, if we don't go to an extreme, it should be about making the right choices according to our lifestyle and space. In New York City, you have to follow the principles of KonMari and you cannot live without it. It's less of a choice and more involuntary. At the end of this video, whatever you decide to choose, just make sure it should ease your life, and following the principles from any of these two lifestyles should not complicate things more than they should be. In pursuit to minimalism, to introduce efficiency and practicality of our life, we all have become similar and lost our identity. Maximalism is more like organizing the chaos. It should never be about accumulating more and more as it is advertised everywhere, but it should be about minimizing the clutter and maximizing all that matters. A maximalist derives energy from their surroundings. The tones, different colors, layers of textures are exciting and don't let the eye rest anywhere. If you're someone who's happier with practicing maximalism, then dive right in. But before going to the shopping or ordering lots of boho stuff from the Amazon, make sure that you declutter all the stuff and you make space for the things that matter and which are important. And don't forget, maximalism has to be a process. It cannot be done in a day or week. One piece at a time, don't aim to fill your home with stuff. Once you're done decluttering, here are some tips that will make your home feel more personal and vibrant. The first principle, which you must already know, is embracing colors. Stop being scared of experimentations. You can start off with a room which is not much used. Pick your favorite color bucket and roll your brush over. You can paint your walls, your ceilings, or even your existing furniture to give it a new life. It might feel childish at first, but once you're at it, you can't stop. Paint your walls in bright and dark colors. Or maybe you can also go for different patterns or a floral wallpaper. Dark colors such as black and navy are also used on walls. The first thing anyone encounters in your house is the front. Be it a facade or main door in case you live in an apartment. Now it's your choice if you want to go for neutrals or make a color contrast, or paint your main door or windows in a vibrant hue and set the mood at the entrance. If not anything, it will surely arouse the curiosity of passers-by. Entrance foyer. I would suggest adding ceiling light fixtures and mirrors to your entrance foyer. At the same time, don't compromise on the practicality. You can add a comfortable couch beside the shoe rack and a table where you can unload when you enter the house. Maximalism is all about adding comfort and luxury to your space. You can also add a rack where you can hang your coat and your mask and everything when you enter the house. Let's talk about floor. Natural finishes like marble and hardwood are going to be very much in trend. If you want to switch to something more exciting, you can try different pattern tiles. At the end, whichever finish you have or you chose, just layer it up with textured and colorful rugs. You can have rugs of different shapes as well. Let's talk about frames. There is no such thing as empty walls. Paint them or keep them neutral, but don't leave them bare. You can adorn them with a combination of paintings, your old photographs, or even empty, colorful or vintage frames. Although the motive is to fill the wall with frames, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do it over months or years if that's what's going to take you to gather the stuff that you love, and it's going to be more diverse and showcase the experiences and adventures that you have. Identify a wall you want to use as a gallery. It could be a wall of your living room or your entrance foyer, or even your bedroom if you feel like it. More is still less. When it comes to indoor plants, it's always less. No matter how many types of different plants you own, it's never enough, it's never overwhelming. If you're a true maximalist at heart, you can paint the pots and have a beautiful composition with the play of different plants in pots, sometimes with wooden or metal stands. If you follow this one principle, you can add much more life and vibrancy to the space. Let's talk about lights. The good thing about maximalism is that you don't have to make hard choices. It's about buying the stuff that you like. And the main objective of this lifestyle is to feel overwhelmed and not to worry about the proportions of the different fixtures with your other settings. The main principle is you like it, you have it. Talking about the light fixtures, it's okay to not settle on just one pendant light when you can have a few more in your space. If you have multiple lights, make sure to group and balance them properly. As a rule of thumb, you should not have more than 2 types of light in a room. One for the ceiling and the other wall mounted, so it does not end up looking like a showroom. You can also go for one oversized sculpture light fixture in the middle. If you already have lamps, you can paint the shades with some bright fabric colors to add more personal touch. The best thing about following maximalism is that you don't have to store anything in the storage boxes anymore. Display your books on the shelves, and when you run out of space, stack them on the windowsills, side tables, your coffee table, or the space over the door. Although maximalism focuses on filling every inch with something to display, but it is better to keep tabletops and other surfaces bare to be utilized when required. Let's talk about furniture. There is no rule to match the furniture set in any space. Even if you're not following maximalism yet, the trend of having the matching bed or sofa sets is outdated. If you're reluctant in trying different styles, you can go for a same color theme. If you feel like that your existing furniture falls into a more minimalistic category, try layering up your living room furniture with cushions of different fabrics and textures along with a warm throw. The more, the merrier. If you're bored with your current furniture, you can always paint in some vibrant hues or try chalk painting to give it a vintage look. Accent pieces. You cannot be called as a true maximalist until your house is flooded with accent pieces. Yes, you should have a collection of multiple styles like vintage, modern, or even minimalist, so it gives your space a sense of timelessness. Again, don't buy everything at once. Take time, collect them from your different trips and different places that you go to. When it comes to accent furniture, don't compromise on the comfort. It will only be useful if it's comfortable. Otherwise, it will just eat up your precious space. Although more is more, but still I will not be able to cover all the points of maximalism in this single video. But I'll conclude this video with a literal message that your house does not have to be perfect. It just has to be your happy place with all the stuff you cherish or can associate a memory with. Remember, all the stuff that you're putting up there will demand your energy and attention, as maximalism comes with a whole package. So make sure you're ready for it, or just take baby steps to see if it works for you or not. Till next time, see ya!